So, you've just started this game, you want to get as strong as possible, as quick as possible, and be relevant in your kingdom, right? How do you do it? Well, I started an account in a new kingdom lately. It was in, Kingdom 788, I think. Or 778, something along those lines, right? And I see the same mistake in so many people. I'm going to assume you're very, very light pay-to-play here, or free-to-play, and not a big pay-to-play player, but it still applies if you are a big pay-to-play player, but all that matters in the start for you as a player is your efficiency. How quickly can you get from point A to point B? Ultimately, the race is whoever gets tier 3 first, whoever can build their might on tier 3, whoever can get the most troops in tier 3 will rule the kingdom. And, if you're unlucky, you'll get someone that'll spend a ton and end up having tier 4 week 1, but that's a pretty unlucky kingdom. So what should your focus be? Well, first off, you'll only have these buildings here, right? And these down here. But you'll have one of each type. So here I have a stone hyper, which means I make a huge amount of stone. This isn't ideal for you at the start. You want about an equal amount of each, but only ever build one field. So if I go, I can't show you, but a field, it gives you a food income. The thing is, once you have troops, your upkeep, which I'll show you here, will be way larger than your hourly production. Like, to the point where it's you can't handle it. And if you're sat on 0, your troops don't die. Your troops don't take any losses or become weaker or anything like that because you don't have food. So it doesn't matter, you only want one field. The reason you keep one is so that you can upgrade other buildings. I can't remember which buildings required a field to be upgraded, but there's probably something somewhere, right? It might honestly be these infirmaries. The next thing, complete all the skirmishes as quickly as you can. Okay, so skirmish 8, which should be the last one, if you still unlock this zone here, you'll need around about 50,000 T2. If you ask your overlord at the time, assuming there is an overlord, to give you general, it will take you 40,000 T2 to win. So, it's a huge benefit to have general. The next thing here, only build 1, potentially 2 barracks. Okay, at low levels you might want to have 2, and if it gets to a high level, demolish 1 and replace it with something else. Along with maybe 4 or 5 infirmaries, and then the rest of them are manors. It'll make sure that you have this boost here. As you can see, it gives you training speed, and it'll add up. And it'll also, at level 25, give you a little boost to attack, which is actually quite a big boost once they all add up. So this training speed, 20% on each, you'll end up spending way less time training. On top of that, you'll have gold. And what's gold do? Well, here, we research, okay? Research, it costs a lot of gold. Especially as you get to the higher levels, so you'll end up spending hundreds and hundreds of millions on some research. What I'd focus on is, at first, go to military, get right down to your tier 2 troops here, and unlock your gladiators, your sharpshooters, and your reptilian riders. Don't even do any of this research here. Don't do siege attack 1, don't do siege toughness 1, don't do catapult, leave it alone. All these, take them up to a reasonable level, but it doesn't really matter. After that, straight away, go and do your construction speed. You could even do this first if you wanted to. Maybe some harvesting. And this rate training is really important, and this resource harvesting is really important. Because your focus, originally in the game, as you're training with all this new training speed that you've got, is going to be to go out here and find tiles like this one. And go gather, and we'll scroll down to the troops that you'll have. So you'll have these troops. And you want to send as much as you can to gather as much as you can in as little time as you can. So any gathering speed will help a lot. But why do we need that? Why do we need to gather? Well, gathering, it gives you, I think it says in the tile, maybe? Oh shit, not attack, okay, info. a chance to get platinum, amber, copper coil, lava mud. And if we go to a food tile, chance to get linen, fur pelt, vines. What do these do? What do those items do that we have a small chance of getting every time we gather? And we go to the forge. At first, you don't really want to build anything. Not until level 40. At which point, you get access to some, we'll have a look at the cost of them real quick. Some really big items, such as this. 45 Mystic Bots, it will give you merging speed boost. I'll show you what that does soon. This, the Lunar Flute, will give you research speed. This, the Sentinel Circlet, will give you construction speed. And there's the same thing in all these. Anything that gives you construction speed or research speed is really important. It's all that matters at the start, really. Another thing, if we go all the way back here, you'll originally be VIP 1. You'll straight away get to like VIP 3-ish. But it might be worth using a little bit of gems to get to... Let me just check. Admin, also complete admin crests. Also, okay, VIP 8 is where you want to get to. Because these will give you even more of them items. So if you can boost yourself up to VIP 8, you'll have, first off, save a ton of speed because you'll have a 21-minute free acceleration. On top of that, we'll have complete admin crests, complete guild crests. And I'll show you what these can give you now. So, we'll go refresh. Instantly, green copper coil. That was just from one set, and you'll be able to auto-complete these instead of it taking about half an hour to do them all. And you'll keep getting items like that, maybe 1 or 2 per set, and they reset every 6 hours. And it'll help you build up this gear quicker. Another thing, this Colosseum. Early game is so important. When you're in a new server, we'll see if we can find... okay, here we are. God. You'll have loads of these people to fight against, these gods. And they'll be really easy to beat. So you'll be able to climb the rankings really, really quick. And get up to the top 100. Top 100, they get hard, they're about 20k power. The fights. But you will be able to get into the top 100. If we go here, if you're in the top 100, every 3 hours you'll get 125 gems. That will help you be able to afford the constant shields. I'm not sure if I can show you the cost of the shields. Alright, so 24 hours is 1,500 gems. Just being in the top 100 will mean that you can afford a 24-hour shield every single day. Which means you're completely safe. Except for familiar attacks, but they won't be in the kingdom for a while. Down here, you want about equal of every single resource. As for heroes in the Colosseum, what I recommend early on is if you buy a single pack, any pack at all, I think, you can maybe get it for like 99 cents. You'll get this hero. It's probably the best tank in Colosseum. Because if we go here now, it has a stun that hits 6 enemies. It also has a protection for 8 seconds. And a heal for the lowest health ally. On top of that, you probably want to work straight towards this hero, Tracker. This hero, Trickster. Especially Trickster, because this will also give you research speed boost if you get it up to gold. Demon Slayer is another good one. And then finally, Prima Donna. This is actually quite a poor hero, but in the Colosseum it dominates, and in the hero stages it dominates purely because you can heal all your team instantly for the maximum amount of health. Get them as high level as possible. Complete as many of these stages as you can as possible, and you'll level them all up. You should probably be able to get up to about here right from the start. The Sixth Room, Dreamfall. Here it starts to get a little bit harder. You'll start to need actual teams maybe. You might be able to get a little bit into it. You know, you'll see. Other than that, so you've got your gear, you've got your Colosseum lineup. we've got your oh, familiars. Okay, I need to tell you what research to go through. What familiars. So once you get this area opened, you want to instantly build all the buildings as high as you can and start training familiars, because even the early pack, we have to go here to show you, just filter down to the pack 1. Okay, so pack 1 familiars, pack 1B is better because you get this Aquarius. Aquarius, once you level it up completely, will just give you this constant feed of stamina, and that'll help you get your heroes to gold a lot quicker. Like a lot quicker, it's ridiculous. This doesn't really matter, the anime production, and also it has a nice army talent. Reduces the enemy's max army HP by 15%, and you can unlock, as soon as you get to, I think you need C25, but as soon as you unlock this, you can instantly get 1 battle slot. It doesn't take long, and that will go straight into that battle slot. But your focus should be military up to tier 2, economy so you can gather quicker, monster hunt up to level 2 monsters, straight down to familiars up to pack 2, back up here and unlock tier 3, and that should be around about what you'll be looking for. And after that, it's up to you what you do. Personally, I'd go back to familiars and I'd unlock this pack 3, because I think pack 3 is just amazing. I think it's the best pack in the game. I'll show you why real quick. So pack 2, you get Tempestite, which will give you a constant feed of troops. It's okay, it's not amazing. Along with this, 4 hours of resources. These ones don't matter as much. Pyrus, you don't care about. Don't try and get your Pyrus until you're higher level. This you do matter about. This does matter. I'll give you way more Colosseum battles every single day. The other ones, again, not that important. But once we get to pack 3, this is where stuff starts to get really nice. Gemming Gremlin. Every 2 days will give you approximately 1,500 gems. That's 750 gems per day on average. That adds up really quickly. Goblin, 6 to 12 million gold. That's more gold than you'll need for any research until your C25, everything upgraded. Trickster, Holy Stars, so you can get dropped 100, 1k or 10k, I think. You can get 30,000 Holy Stars from this. It's never happened to me, but you can. The minimum you'll get is 300, I think. 300 Holy Stars is 600 gems. 30,000 Holy Stars is 60,000 gems. These will pay out ultra rares. These will pay out resources. It'll just help you out completely. Another thing about Trickstar is this 5% research speed. It helps a lot. Again, everything early on is about efficiency, how quickly you can get from point A to point B. So anything that gives you research speed, anything that gives you building speed, it is all nice. Other than that, Megas, it's okay. But pack 4, you're not going to get a for a while. What else is important? Oh yeah, if there's a limited challenge, do it. Simple as that. You'll get a free hero that costs money. Okay, yeah. So, guild coins. You'll get 40,000 every single day, 120,000 every single day if there's an event on. Potentially a little bit more because of the rewards. I'll see if I get any right now. Just show. Nope. Okay. But yeah, see, 800 guild coins. I mean, just from that. Once you get these, early on, people tend to buy these revival fruits and these migration skulls, but what you want to focus on is these material chests, because, like I said, your soul, everything you want is materials. They'll help you get this gear upgraded, because at first you don't need monster gear or stuff to upgrade your stuff. That's only later on. Like if I go right now to, let's find Trident. Okay, this is a construction speed item. All you need to do: gather fields, gather woods, gather rocks. But all of these three you can get from that chest I just told you about. You can buy 4 of them from a Day of Helps. You'll instantly start to build up, and look, you can see right now, 0.7% construction speed doesn't sound like much. 2.1, okay, it's starting to get to quite a bit now. Blue, 3.5, right, nice. 4.9, gold, it gives 7% construction speed. If you add that up with a few other items, with your full 8 slots, you add 10% on each, that's 80% construction speed gone. That is 5 times as much building you can do in the same amount of speed ups. It's a pretty big difference. Another thing, when you're in that building stage, make sure you switch your gear to do whatever you're going to do. So if you're about to build a building, do I even have an item in here? I think oh, okay, Materialash actually, he's just give construction speed. But yeah, whenever you're about to start a building, make sure you equip something that gives you construction speed. Whenever you're about to start a research, make sure you equip something that gives you research speed. So for an example of that would be me going down here and equipping this. If I was doing building, I'd equip this. You know, they'll all help. You'll have a thing here. Can I go... Is it in my settings still? Allied Voyage. I can't show you because I've already done it. But you'll get a path that'll give you loads of little quests like this. Reach player 11. Yeah, increase my... So on, so on, so on, yeah. It's quite simple stuff to do. But at the end of it, you'll get an item. And that item will give you 10% construction speed. I think it's an offhand item. Let me check if I've got it. That's the wrong button. Oops. Okay, I don't think this account has it. But, unless it's main hand, I really don't know. Or feet. It was a sacred something. Staff, maybe, I can't remember. Not this. But, it'll be a level 1 item, that'll give you a little bit of a boost. Make sure you do that as quick as possible. Your gems, if you're not spending them shielding, these buildings here I recommend you upgrade. The first one you probably want to do is this battle hall. This costs tomes to upgrade, and it lets you be a rally lead. And then the next one's probably the prison and the altar. And I don't know if you need this before, but it also upgrade this way early if you can. It'll just give you a huge gem income. This is basically a investment of gems that doubles your gems over a month. It's huge. Cargo ship, it's basically worth doing all the time. You'll see I'll even give you these little special deals. This one I don't really want, but you know, you can do just about every deal on it, and it'll be worth it. But yeah, so oh yeah, troop count. Make sure you have troops to gather. Why do you choose T1? Well, T1 is amazing because if a T1 dies, it goes straight into his infirmary. When you heal, it'll cost you resources, sure. But the heal time will always be 0 seconds, no matter how much T1 is in there, so you don't need to use any healing speed-ups to heal it. Which means if people are tile hitting in your new kingdom, then you don't really lose anything. You lose a little bit of resources. They take deaths. The people that hit you will have deaths in their troops, so they'll be losing out way more than you. Dark nests, run them. Simple as that. You know, you'll get a essence. The essence will give you a random thing. It might be a research speed up. It might be a material bots. It might be some gems. You never know, really. I think that's probably about it. Obviously, Heroes are a big focus. Anything that gives you efficiency, it's worth doing. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, ask below. I'll try to respond to them all here. I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe if you want more.